Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Thursday, so it's an album review. Got two more left for Pantera. Starting with today's, which is the Great Southern Train Kill. It's Pantera's fourth album from the '90s. Like I said, the ones from the '80s I really don't count because they're different. Have a different feel and everything to them. So I'm just counting the ones from Cowboy to Hell, the Revolution to Steel. So yeah. So today we're doing The Great Southern Train Kill from 1996. One of my favorite albums from them. Um, Definitely different feel than the first three albums, which first three albums are just classic albums. This one's good. I still like this one a lot, but I don't like this as much as I did her first three albums. But Great Southern Train Kill is still a pretty solid album. It's one I listen to the third or second most from Pantera. Um, It's pretty awesome album. I really like it a lot. It's just yeah, Pantera's like I said, this album. This is when they were starting to have a little trouble with the rest of the band and Phil. It's when they were starting to have trouble with him and stuff. So there's a lot going on around this time for the band. So let's go through the song listing on the album. Starting with the Great Southern Train Kill. Pretty heavy song. Pretty good song too. I like the song a lot. I listen to it now and again, not as much as I used to, but some of my more I listened to a lot when I first got into Pantera a lot. War Nerve, the other side I don't listen to a lot now, but I did listen to this song a lot back in the day. Pretty heavy song, love it a lot. So just love the rhythm and the beat to the song a lot. Drag the Waters, one of my favorite Pantera songs of all time. One of my favorites off this album. It's a great song. Love the beat. I love the heaviness of the song. One of the best songs off the album. Tenish. I never really cared for this song. It's okay. I wouldn't listen to it a handful of times. One I always skip over. It's the weakest. It's one of the weaker songs off the album. 13 Steps to Nowhere. Another pretty awesome song off this album. I like it a lot. Um, Good riff. I love the guitar in this song a lot. Pretty awesome song. Yeah, it's a pretty heavy song off the album too. Next up, Suicide Note Part 1. Great little acoustic set from Back in this song. I like that a lot about this song right here. Um, One of my favorite uh, intros to a song from Pantera. This Suicide Note Part 2. Really heavy song. Like this one a lot. One of my favorite songs off the album. Both Suicide Part 1 and 2 are great combo together. This one's pretty heavy song from this album, and I like it a lot. Um, yeah, Living Through Me, Hell's Wrath. Song I don't listen to that often. It's a pretty decent song. Um, has a pretty good riff to it. It's just not one of the songs that really interests me from the album either. And Tenish. Floods. Don't know why I like this song a lot. Was one of my first songs from this album. This and Drag the Water to the first two I really listened from this album. Floods is a really good slow song from Pantera. I like it a lot. Really interesting and it's a pretty heavy song. Not heavy, but it's a pretty good song from this album. I think it's underrated. Underground in America. Another song I don't listen to much. It's an okay song, not too bad, but it is one of the weaker songs off the album. And then Do Respire, Sandblasted Skin. It's an okay song. It's not the best ending song to an album, but it's still pretty interesting. Um, this album is an okay Pantera album. It's not as good as their first three albums, but it's not that bad either. It's that midpoint for Pantera. the '90s, so it's a pretty decent album. I give it an A. Doesn't really get an A plus, but it's still a pretty awesome album, and I gotta give it that. Um, that's my review of the Great Southern Train-Kill. Pretty awesome album. Not one of my favorite Pantera albums, but still really good. Next week we have one more to go with Revolution to Steel, and then I'll put a poll on the next three bands for discography. So please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time for the next video. Bye.